What's going on, YouTube family, friends, whoever you are, boys, girls, men, women? Wanted to just do a video here like, I normally do, just random. I am sitting outside of a mall. My daughter and my wife are inside looking for all the things they look for. So, wanted to go over just a few things. Now, if you have watched my videos, like, it's just a straight cut. I don't edit. I've done editing before, and I'm just gonna make videos when I can and just talk about the business. Whatever people are asking me, I'm gonna try to get to some of those today. So I hope you are doing good. I want to know where you're at with your customers, how many you've gotten, that kind of thing. I've been loving the comments. You guys are encouraging. I've been loving being able to talk to you guys on the video call. It's just been really cool to be able to meet you all. And so I just have some questions here that I wrote down, and so I want to answer a few of those. And then if you guys have any other questions, comment or send me an email. So I guess question number one people ask is, how am I getting my customers? And I think Facebook Marketplace is still like a fantastic way to get customers. Without a doubt, as long as you do everything right, you can get Facebook Marketplace. It's like an endless amount. I mean, I have been selling on Facebook Marketplace for different companies for almost 6 years now. And so it's just, I know it can work. I know Facebook Marketplace works. The other way, you could sell is like handing out business cards, door hangers, yard signs. Those are all marketing material that you have to buy, whereas Facebook Marketplace is free. Definitely Facebook Marketplace would be, that's where I started. And I'm still doing Facebook Marketplace for leads now. It's not my only source, but it was for a while, my first month or two. So definitely Facebook Marketplace. What do you put in Facebook Marketplace? You put a picture. Take a picture of your washer and dryer at your house. If you don't have a washer and dryer at your house, or you don't like the picture of your washer and dryer, then call your grandma, call your ex-wife, call your cousin, and be like, hey, I need your picture of your washer and dryer. So have them take a picture and then send it to you, and then you post that on your Facebook. So pretty easy. Washer and dryer for rent, and then whatever you're going to charge, $50 a month, $60 a month, $75 a month, and then that's not hard. And then you just sit there and wait. Do a couple posts a week. Don't flood the Facebook with every day you're putting a new post on, but put a few a week on. It's fine, and you shouldn't get banned or anything like that. Try not to do ChatGPT or AI like pictures of washers and dryers. Facebook can see that and kind of frown upon it. Don't copy a huge 3-paragraph ChatGPT description in your Facebook Marketplace post. Just be you. Tell them the perks of why they should rent from you. What do you offer, and that'll be good enough. You'll get messages. And just, the other thing with that is make sure you're answering those messages in a timely manner. So I think those are really the key points for Facebook Marketplace. So another question I got this week was, how do I test the units, or what does my station look like? And I will, when I get time where I'm in the shop and can show you, then I will. But it's real simple. You need a 220 dryer plug, and you can just run that from your power box, your what is it called? Someone help me out. You got 3 seconds to write in the comments. Ready, go. So I don't really know, I forgot whatever your power is going to. Electrical panel, is that another word for it? I'm throwing a blank, but I just have 4 feet of a cord going from my breaker box, there it is, down to the plug. And then some people don't know this. I was on a Zoom call with a guy talking about the business, and he was asking about, how do I have a couple different options for plugs. Amazon sells a plug that goes from 4-prong to a 3-prong, and so that's really nice. If you're gonna get that, I recommend it. And I don't know how much it was. I'm not a sponsor. I'm not going to leave a link down below. Sorry, guys. You'll have to do a little research on that. Maybe 20 bucks, maybe 30 bucks, maybe 50. I can't remember. I bought it 9 months ago. And then, so that's for the dryer. As far as for the washer, a garden hose with a splitter on it for your hot and your cold works fantastic, and a drain hose going out and water your garden with it, whatever you want to do. So it's really simple, you know. I mean, I just have a drain going outside, you know. It doesn't have to be, I know some of y'all live in your HOAs and everything. Sorry, I'm a little more redneck. So I just have a pipe going out to my gravel driveway. And what else? Is there anything else as far as the shop? I mean, I have a breaker, not a breaker, I have a power strip because I can test 3 washers at the same time. Anything else? I think that is it. So that's the shop. I think I commented on a comment last week and told them like $200 you can have a little testing area. So it's not real hard, everybody. You can do this. I got faith in you. I will make a dedicated video for that though. I'm gonna show you all kind of exactly what I have. But guys, it's so simple. Don't stress about how good your shop should look or anything like that. Okay, number 4. The price on units. So I've talked to some great people and they said, you know, I'm buying a set for $400, and I've talked to some great people that say I'm buying a set for $200. Your goal in this whole business, guys, is to have your sets as low as possible. When you buy them, they need to be as low as possible. If the guy said 400, he's listening on here, no shame, man, but you have got to get your units down. So that's your main goal, is how can I lower my cost? And your first cost is your washer and dryer. So lower that. Figure out where you can get them cheaper. If it takes you a little bit longer, but they're going to be $50 cheaper, go the cheaper route. Get your costs down. It just matters so much when you purchase them how much your cost is, because you're going to put these in people's homes and you're going to have people that don't pay, and so you have to be ready to eat that cost when it comes. So you know, don't get emotionally attached to these units. You know, don't be like, oh my gosh, these are my babies, they look so good, you know, they're so clean, they're, you know, they work so well. Just get the cheapest stuff, man, and put that in their house. Okay, make sure they look okay, make sure they don't stink, they don't got dog hair, cat hair all over them, you know, and you know, make sure they work like they're supposed to. You don't have to go to Lowe's and get a $500 washer. Okay, it's just the simplest for me, the easiest. Some people say they only do direct drives. I might have, out of the 150 customers I have, I might have, I don't know, 15 direct drive washers. I don't have a whole lot. So, but that's not to say I don't like them. It's just, with the price point, with me getting them cheap where I get them at, it's just, they don't have a whole lot of them. And so, okay, the next question is, what's like the ugly side to this business? Would probably be like late payments or ghosting, or, you know, everybody's going to say that. When I talk to people on the Zoom calls, you know, I tell them, I had to chase checks when I worked for a cabinet company, and all the time they were chasing money. And that was for $6,000. That was for $10,000, for $20,000. So if I got to chase my $50 or my $100, you know, it's okay. That's just part of business. Anytime you own a business and you do some kind of work where, you know, you get payment later for it, you're going to chase money. And so you got to chase those payments. Is it every customer? No, it's not every customer. But there is a percentage of customers where you have to message, hey, unlock your card. You know, we're going to be running your card today. Or, you know, it shows insufficient funds. You say, hey, what's going on? And they say, you know, my paycheck wasn't what it was. What I thought it was, can I pay next week? And then you got to figure that out. Yeah, no problem. You know, either throw a late fee on there or just waive it. Those are some options for you. But I mean, I'd say that's the ugly side. I guess that's probably the harder side, is this, you got to send that message out to people, just communicate. But, screening your customers before, that matters a lot. You want to make sure. It's hard. It's really hard for me to screen. Like, I do it, but there's some things where I'm like, yeah, normally, like one lady, she called me and she said, would you guys rent to somebody who has some kind of bankruptcy on them, on their record or whatever? But like, she sounded so nice. It almost like she might have went through something in her past, and she just needs a washer and dryer. She's on disability, she says, and so I said, yeah. I said, if you send me your information, we can get one installed for you. And so, anyways, you just have to. It's your call. Again, if you can get your costs down, if they pay for a few months, at least it's paid. At least it's all. It's you broke even. So, anyways, screen your customers. Let's see here. What's something else I wrote down? I think like paperwork, payment system, when they sign, those are important things to have. The equipment is your property. It's not their property. They sign the rental agreement. They know they're going to have reoccurring billing. They know they're giving you their information, their ID, on file, all that stuff. So that's an important part. I'd say people are asking about, what do you need to have legally? I'm not a legal advisor, but I take all their information. I take a copy of their ID, and then have them sign a few things, and then I just read kind of a form to them that they can fill out. So that's real important. Okay, and then somebody said, what surprised me the most about the business? Maybe the demand, because like there's like a whole underground, operation going here with washers and dryers. But you think about your washer and dryer and like, okay, that's great, I have a washer and dryer. But then you think of every household has a washer and dryer around you. The demand is crazy. How many washer and dryers are bought just all the time? And so I think that's what surprised me. Getting customers, that's the easy part for me. I hope it is for you guys. I know it can be. If you guys are having problems with finding customers, then email me. It just should be so easy. I mean, unless your town or if you have a radius of 40 miles and you got like 1,000 people, maybe that might be a little harder. But if you got 10,000 people in a 40, you should be able to find some customers. Collections is hard, but it's not really. It's not nothing. It's not that bad. I don't know if there's anything else that is like surprising. Just learning every day at a time. Part of owning a business is solving problems. You guys have heard me say that. That needs to be like my motto or something. So what would I do if I started tomorrow? So if I and actually I have thought about this. I thought about starting a whole different washer and dryer rental company and just starting from scratch. Okay. And I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. If I do it, it won't be for another 6 months probably. But I would say, I want to make sure now that I know how to buy cheaper units, do that. Don't put all my money in expensive units. That's stupid. Have a system. Now that I have a system and have some helpers to take care of it for me, you guys know math. I have 153 customers. And so what's the math on that? 75, 76, 50, so $7,650 a month coming in. And then of course, whoever I install, it's just extra income in that month. And so, you don't have to grow fast, guys. I know some people that's like, I'm going to take out a loan, all that. There was no loan involved for me. I had money saved. I put money in there. But you can just buy unit. You can get so many units for free. It's crazy the amount of people that say, hey, I got a washer, I got a dryer, it doesn't work, but you can have it. Well, if I get 2 washers that doesn't work and I put some parts from one to the other, then I'll get one that works, and I got it for free. It amazes me how many people, they just need someone to take their units for free. And so I've gotten a lot of units for free. And then lastly, guys, like I said before, but if you guys want to talk, if you have any questions, then email me. My email's in the description. It's on my YouTube channel. And I mean, I will tell you everything that I know how to start a business. So, or how to start this business. I mean, I could maybe help you start another business. I don't know. I'm always out looking for different businesses ideas and whatnot. It's kind of, I don't know if I'm the only one that like can't sleep at night. Just thinking about, what's the next thing. My wife's like, one thing at a time. But if any of you are like me, it's like, there's more out there. Let's just keep grinding. We could do 2 or 3 businesses at the same time, but we'll see. Don't want to get too much ahead of myself. So anyways, you guys have been awesome. Your communication is fantastic. I love reading the comments. I love seeing the emails. I love hearing about you on the Zoom calls. So God bless you. I hope you guys are having a great week or weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.